Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 coming at you with another video. And today's video, I just recently finished the Spider Man PlayStation 2 Trilogy. Unfortunately, I don't have a physical copy of the third game, so we'll just have to do with the first and second one. And they were really good. So I actually started this kind of in anticipation for Spider Man 2 coming out on PC finally. I did buy it. I do have it downloaded on my Steam Deck. I have not played it yet. Actually, I'm letting my nephew play it before me. So he actually, I let him log into my Steam account. He's playing it on his PC, and I haven't gotten around to playing it. I'll play it when he's done with his playthrough. But in kind of preparation for that, I went back and played through the Spider Man PlayStation 2 Trilogy. So this consists of like the Sam Raimi tie-in movie film. So we got Spider Man the movie for PlayStation 2. We got Spider Man 2 for PlayStation 2, the legendary game, and Spider Man 3, which unfortunately I don't have a physical copy of. But I finally played through these games. I never finished Spider Man 1. I always had a hard time playing this as a kid, and I was never able to finish it. But now that I'm an adult, I guess I play video games a little bit better. I was able to finish it this time. And all these games were actually really good. So my thoughts on these kind of in general, Spider-Man 1 really felt like a continuation of the PlayStation Spider-Man game. So if you played Spider-Man 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 1, this honestly feels like a spiritual successor, or like the never-released Spider-Man 3. I believe it's made by the same company that made the other two games, like the same team. They developed this one, and it does feel like it, because this game is not open city like the other two games are. This is more of a level-based kind of game, very similar to, Spider-Man on the PlayStation. And it plays pretty much the same way. You even get the same web moves. You get, like, the web fists. You get, like, the web shield or the web cocoon that explodes. And then, yeah, but the combat in this game, I feel is, like, a little bit more fluid than the PlayStation 1 games. Again, this game is very jank. In fact, I'd say all three of these games are very jank. But this does feel like a PlayStation 2 version of what they were doing on the PlayStation 1. And, but it's pretty good. It covers most of the movie, like all the big movie parts, the fight on the bridge with the Goblin. They added a couple other storylines to it, so you do fight, like, Shocker in this one. You do fight Vulture as well. And one of the best parts about this game is the fact that it has a bunch of crazy unlockables. So you unlock a bowling mini game where there's like goons webbed up, and you have to web swing kick them in order and knock them down. And it's pretty much how the bowling thing works. And you even do it in this big dumb looking bowling alley. It's super cool, and I miss when games used to have fun shit like that. And yeah, and it has a bunch of cool unlockable costumes, too. You can play as any, NPC in the game. So you can literally play as, Spider-Man. He has a few costumes, but then you can play as, Mary Jane. You can play as Shocker. But after you beat the game, I think on, hard mode, you actually get to play as Green Goblin. And not just, a skin of Green Goblin over Spider-Man. You play as Green Goblin with the fucking glider and all. And, a whole custom moveset, too. It is insane, the amount of, hidden stuff they put in this game, or unlockable stuff. It is so much fun. Again, this game is super rough. It's janky as hell. Gameplay's real jank, but again, there's a lot of fun stuff in here, and I'm really happy I beat it. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2, on the other hand, is this game. Everybody has played this game. This game is the quintessential Spider-Man game for so long. The open world or open city web swing in this game is fucking good. It is solid. I will say you do have to unlock the speed upgrades before it starts getting really good. Because when you first play the game, you swing kind of slow. It's kind of clunky and janky. But once you get the speed upgrades and you can actually really start building momentum with your swings, it is so much fun to swing around the city. Now, I will say, the combat in this game is not great. It's really janky. Like, if this game was janky, the combat in this game is super janky. It is insane how shitty the combat is. Like, it works, it functions, but the animations look terrible. It's just so clunky. But it's like a fun clunky, like watching like a really bad B movie clunky. But the storylines in this game are great. Again, it follows the movie. All three of these games do. But I do like the added storylines, especially the Black Cat storyline. I actually think this has the best Black Cat story in any of the Spider-Man games made so far. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of Black Cat and Spider-Man in general. Well, I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man in general. But Black Cat's one of my favorite, like, anti-heroes from Spider-Man. I always love when she shows up in the games. I think it mainly stems from the animated Spider-Man cartoon show that I watched as a kid. But Black Cat's awesome, and this has, again, the best, like, adaptation of her in any, like, Spider-Man game, or probably in any Spider-Man medium. They really, like, understood who Black Cat was in this game, and did a really good job, and that's pretty much my favorite, like, side content, wise, but, Shocker does come back in this one. You do fight Shocker. Mysterio plays a big part in this game. That's a really fun storyline to do. And yeah, it just follows the movie. You end up fighting Doc Ock. The Doc Ock fights are complete shit. They're terrible. Basically what you need to do is just dodge, like, his tentacles. So you basically just hit circle, and as soon as you dodge, you have to hit triangle to, like, web one of his, like, metal arms on the ground, and then you can actually, like, hit him. It is the most janky, tedious, annoying bullshit. The ragdoll physics in this game are also ridiculous. You will ragdoll anytime you die. When you take a big hit, like an explosion or something, Spider-Man will just ragdoll across, like, the stage. It's so funny. And it does make it feel really janky, but again, the web swing in this game is fucking amazing. This game is legendary and still a blast to play. And now, unfortunately, I don't have the copy of Spider-Man 3, but Spider-Man 3 was really good. Like, honestly, I've always heard that game is shit, and it's known for its, like, screwed up, like, QuickTime events, but I think that's for the PlayStation 3 version. Now, I played the PlayStation 2 version, and it was pretty solid. I think it has the best combat out of any of them, and honestly, that's where the game shines the most, is the combat. Basically, it's your standard, like, beat 'em up, where you get, like, a light attack and then a heavy attack. And then they do the Dynasty Warriors thing, where every time you hit triangle at the end of, like, a combo, so you can hit, like, square triangle for a combo, or square square triangle for a combo, and so on and so forth. But the combat in the game, it just works. It's super simple, but it doesn't, like, overstay its welcome. It's really good, really solid, and it's honestly probably the best part about the game. The web swing in Spider-Man 3 is really janky. They did not copy the formula for Spider-Man 2. It has weird momentum. You don't, like, web swing on... Well, technically you do, where you web swing on buildings, but sometimes you don't. And the web zip doesn't keep your momentum the way it should. So definitely, web swinging has definitely taken a downgrade. But I think the combat's pretty good. I think the game actually ran more solid than the other two games. I'll admit, even in, like, Spider-Man 2, it sometimes feels like the game is, like, falling apart as you're playing. No, actually, the best way to describe it is, like, did you ever, like, go to pick up something, and then you go, but then you, like, drop it, and then you try to, like, recover by going, like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's what these Spider-Man games kind of feel like when you play them. Like, they still work. You always end up catching it, but, like, there's a moment or two where you're just like, oh shit, oh shit. Again, they're super janky, but again, I still think they're very good. And the storylines in Spider-Man 3 are pretty good. They actually have Morbius, even though I don't really like Morbius as, like, a character in general. I did enjoy his storyline. Kraven shows up for, like, a nanosecond. They do have, like, an introduction to the Lizard, which I think was pretty cool. And I like the way they handled the symbiote, because Spider-Man 3, the movie, Peter gets the Venom symbiote on him. And they do that in this game, but the way they do it is you're pretty much always normal Spider-Man, but then if you hit left or right on the D-pad, you'll get the black suit. and it'll increase your health bar, it'll make you do more damage, making fighting easier, you could take more, dish out more. It's really cool, but if you stay in it too long, it actually starts to like take you over, and if you let it take you over, it's like game over. But what you can do is you can like fight it off, and when you want to take the suit off, it makes you do like this mini game where you're actually like struggling, where you have to hit like button prompts and then like mash the triangle button to get it off, which I thought was a very clever way of implementing the symbiote in like a gameplay mechanic, and I thought it was really cool. And what was cool about it is like it ended up feeling like basically like a Super Saiyan, where like I would only use it when like really big group fights or during boss fights where you have to like really do more damage. But it was like a really good power up, and I did like the whole system in general. I thought they handled that very well. Other than that, the pacing for the game is really weird, because it does this thing where it's like there's not like a set story. Basically, they give you like mission objectives, and you can basically just do the missions at your own leisure. So basically, the way I did it is I did all the side stuff first, and then, or I guess it's technically story stuff, but after you have to do like some of the story missions to get some of the movie story missions to actually progress on with the game and finish it. But I did all like the side story stuff. So I did all that first, and then I did all the story mission stuff. And then, but basically for the pace in the game, doing all like the story missions like one after another, the way I did it, the game is super fucking short. Like it literally just goes from like plot point to plot point to plot point, and then you're fighting Venom and Sandman at the end of the game. It's really really crazy, but it was really fun. I enjoyed the game. I actually enjoyed all three of those games. So I am happy to say I completed the Spider-Man PlayStation 2 trilogy. I think you guys should check them out too. The games still hold up today. I still think Spider-Man 2 is the best one, but I was very surprised with Spider-Man 3. Again, it's not super great. I wouldn't put it above Spider-Man 2, but it is very, very close. I wasn't expecting it to be as close as it was. But I had a great time with all three of the games. I really did enjoy them. So anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the Spider-Man trilogy. I just finished it, and now when my nephew is done playing Spider-Man 2 on PC, I will probably go play Spider-Man 2 on PC myself, and then when I finish it, I'll let you know what I think. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.